Alright, so welcome back to the Real Boss Ladypreneur. It's Anise coming at you with another video about your audience insights to build those advert campaigns to sell products via Facebook, whether you're on Shopify or using any other platform. This audience insights tutorial for Facebook will definitely help you. So let's get it going. Alright, so here we are in Audience Insights via Facebook in one of my advert managers. So here we are, we're sitting here and we're about to populate our data. So we've already got all of United States selected. If you're in another country, you can simply add it in right here and it will populate. Then you've got your age. I am not going to play with these settings much at all because I just want to show you how to utilize your audience insights to actually find the relative or relevant pages for this tutorial, which we are selecting today, Rottweiler lovers. So if you are selling dog products, which a lot of people have tried to and been very successful, this is a very specific audience insights tutorial for you, potentially. So let's go. We're going to enter in interest right here and we're going to enter Rottweiler lovers. Let's go, and it comes up perfect and it populates the demographics. So you can see the largest population is 25 to 34 and coming down at about 55 to 64 for the females and 49% men, and the greatest age group is again 25 to 34, lessening at the 55 to 64 year old age group. So we can go down and we can look at the relationship status. Now if you were wanting to target a specific relationship status, obviously within Facebook you can do that in your advert manager, and you can also look at educational level. So you can get that detailed when you're creating adverts to sell products. Today we can have a look at job titles, see where people are actually working, and that also gives you more information around who you're going to be targeting. It can even give you a little bit of insight into how much money people are making. So that's just a little overview of the demographics. The most important part though for building out a general advert campaign in Facebook is the page likes, because you'll be targeting that when it comes to your actual campaign creation. So here we see the top categories in which Rottweiler lovers sit within. So you've got community organisation, vehicle, parts shop, which is probably not so specific to selling dog products, but it tells you where some Rottweiler lovers are actually sitting as well, their page likes and their interests. So that's just a really nice overview of where they sit as far as community centre, arts and entertainment, interests, just for fun, media. So it gives it into, breaks it down to subcategories of interest. So then we go down to the page likes, which is most important for when you're building out your campaigns. And what you will see here clearly is the specific pages. So you can see that Rottweiler lovers, there's 19.9k with an affinity score of 6,611 times the affinity of what we're actually looking for. So it's highly related. And then you've got another Rottweiler lovers page. I love my Rottweiler, so there's a lot here. Rottweiler Life, which is a great page. If you want to actually check up and see how relatable to your advert campaigns these pages are, you can click on them and open them up and actually do a little bit more detailed research. So then they have this China plus America, which is probably the affinity score just starts to lessen and lessen. So you're probably going to select all of these to target the Rottweiler based pages in your advert campaign. But see, you've got Dark Dynasty canines, which is 74 times the affinity score, which is probably not as high as the others, as you can tell, but you could have a look at how those two audiences intersect. So always think about a slightly different population. If you want to target a smaller population, you can often look at how two populations overlap. So you could have a Rottweiler lover, and then you could have the fact that one of these Rottweiler loving people also uses a certain shop consistently, and the product that you may be trying to sell may be something that they have in that shop, or they may not even have it and it's slightly different or even better to that shop, and you may know it personally, and you can intersect those two populations and you can come up with a totally new audience, which I know has happened in the past for a lot of Shopify and e-commerce based sellers. So that's just a little insight. Some of you may know it, but if you're brand new, it may be something totally new to you. So that's just how you can use your audience insights page to check which pages to target when you're building your advert campaign. So let's look at the location. You can look at the countries in which they live in, and obviously the states. So we go down here and we can see all of the states. They're actually really small proportions, so it's not going to be like, okay, I'm going to target Detroit, Michigan only, or Oklahoma City, or Memphis, Tennessee. That would be more specific if in fact you ran a physical business and you wanted to target your local population. So that's where that one comes in really handy. Totally another video, and if you'd like to know more about how to target your local area for running business, please leave a comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see more of. Okay, so moving on, we can even have a look at their activity. So, frequency of activities in the last 30 days, device users even, so that's really helpful for when you are targeting the use of specific devices. So all devices used or primary device there, you can click that and you can see how many people use a mobile only, how many people use an iPhone or an iPod, what percentage use an Android, and what percentage uses mobile web. And then you've got computer, then you've got desktop, so the percentage lessens depending on the different device and increases based on mobile. So mobile users are massive. Just a little tip, sometimes you can break your ads down as you gain more data into device use and see which devices are actually yielding you the best sales and the best click-through rate. So let's move on. That's the general demographics, page likes, location and activity when using your audience insights to see which targeting and which pages to target when building your campaigns. So let's move on through to an awesome tool called Precise Magnetic. Okay, so now we are going to step over and look at Precise Magnetic, a Google Store app that helps you build out your audiences much faster than just using audience insights. I will say though, while it's great to use audience insights alone to build out and research pages, Precise Magnetic, you can do the same as well as copy over the page information and names for your campaign. So let's get into it. So we're going to click Show Tools, and straight away it just overlays onto Audience Insights within Facebook. So what we're going to do again is enter Rottweiler lovers, and again United States, 18 up to any age, all genders, and we come up with one major Rottweiler lovers category with 753,000 people in it. We are going to click the search button, and we will wait for the information to populate on the right of the page here. So while we sit and wait, this tool does a similar job to what the Audience Insights does, but it also brings up additional pages. So as we saw earlier, all of these 5+ pages were within Audience Insights directly on Facebook. However, what you can also do is you can see other pages that might be of interest to you. Like I said, you might want to do a cross section of 2 populations or 2 interest groups that may make your product even highly more sellable than just a straight Rottweiler page or interest page. So what I'll do is I'll select a few of these. So we'll go, so we want Rottweiler lovers. We've added them, so you can see one interest from keyword. You may want to add more, so you're going to go Rottweiler lovers again, which is another page, same name. And then I love my Rottweiler Life, which is a media news and company. So often what you'll find is that people who subscribe to a company, a media magazine company, will be highly engaged with that that population, that interest, that pet, because they own the pet and they also want the latest information about their passion, their pet. So media news company, perfect target for your campaign. Often people who love pit bulls will also love Rottweilers, 2 very strong, beautiful animals, so we're going to select that too. Now we go down and we have a look for Rottweiler Life, which is, we've already done that. Let's keep traveling down. And pit bulls and Rottweilers. So there's a sub niche 2 in 1. Someone's already got a community centre page there. So let's keep going down and see if we can find anything else. You may want to cross that Rottweiler Life page with Ride or Die, because people who ride motorcycles, you may want something to do with motorcycles and pit bulls and Rottweilers, so you may want to select them. So I'm just giving you a few different ideas. You may have already thought of them, you may not. So you've got the American Kennel Club. So it's a non-for-profit organisation. If you wanted to know more, you could click it and have a look at that. But we'll add it out of interest's sake, and we can catch up and check up on that later. Okay, so we go down and we see Petco, a major brand and pet supplier, and people who own pets will often follow Petco and buy products there. So that would be a great target audience. Okay, so I think that's enough for now, just to actually give you a really nice, rounded audience, some very large audiences there. And let's have a look at what we've actually done. So what you will see is, we'll go back, we'll close that, we click selected page, and you can see I've got a couple of pages here that I added earlier. And dog tube could also be a great target, but here I've just got what we've just selected and added. And so here we have a table of all the information, the selected audience, and let's have a look at our interest list, which we don't have any at this stage. And what we have now is the selected pages, which is great. All of that information can be copied into your advert campaign. So here we are looking at our table of selected audiences, and we have some very, very specific pages that we can put into our advert manager for our adverts to target our ideal buyers. So this app is great for that. Now the pitfall is that there's no longer it no longer has the ability to actually transfer this information into a clipboard or into a table. So my best idea is actually to take a screenshot or use your snipping tool and just copy that information. As tedious as it may be, it's faster than writing it down. So I would just screenshot that, file save it, save as where you will be able to find it obviously, and then come back and enter that into your campaign. The app is a very useful app. It does speed up your processes. So then you would just name it and move on through to your advert manager and create that campaign over there. So that is the Precise Magnetic. If you would like to see other specific niches, maybe it's a niche that you're wanting to target and you want to actually know how you can best build that advert out to target your audience, then please enter below what you might want to see, and we can actually do that in the next video. But if you would like to see the next video, which is related to your Rottweiler interest, please click on the next video and I'll actually take you through how to create your campaign in the Advert Manager. So click on through and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. It was Anise, the Real Boss Ladypreneur. Please remember, click the subscribe button, click that like button, and comment below for any other videos you would like to see in relation to Facebook, Audience Insights, Advert Managing, and if there's anything specific you would like to know that will help you grow your Facebook marketing ability, please let me know down below and I will do my best to help you. Again, thanks for watching. Comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.